A woman I know found her mother's medication bottle behind the coffee maker, still half full, 3 weeks after it should have been empty. Her mother swore that she'd been taking it, and honestly, she probably believed that she had, but somewhere between the summer visitors, the trip to see the grandkids, the afternoon naps that pushed the evening pills later and later, one medication had quietly slipped through the cracks. Nobody did anything wrong. Nobody was careless. This is just what happens when a routine that is already fragile meets a season that scrambles everything, and that is summer. And if you are the person keeping track of someone else's medications, I want to say something to you before we go any further. What you're carrying, it's much heavier than it looks. We talk about medications like they're a simple item on a to-do list. Take this twice a day, this with food, this without food. But how hard could that be? But for a woman who is managing a parent's or a spouse's care, it's almost never just one pill. It's a whole system. Different bottles, different times, different rules. This one with food, that one on an empty stomach, this one absolutely not with the other one. Different pharmacies sometimes, and different doctors who have often may not have any idea what others prescribed. Let me give you the numbers because they explain a whole lot. More than 4 in 10 adults over 65 now take 5 or more prescriptions every single day. That number has nearly doubled in the last 20 years, and nearly 9 in 10 older adults take at least one prescription. If you feel like you're managing a small pharmacy, it's because in a very real way you are. Now, during this time of the year, the summer months, when the days are longer, there are more outdoor activities and the festivals, and you're trying to manage a loved one's medications, it can get tricky. Most caregivers build a routine that works. That's the good news. The problem is that routines are built on sameness, and summer can take away that sameness. Travel disrupts the schedule, house guests change the rhythm of the day, a time zone shifts, and suddenly the 9 o'clock pill is happening at midnight. The pill box that lived on the same counter for 2 years gets packed into a suitcase or left in a hotel drawer. None of these are dramatic failures. They're small, ordinary gaps. But with medications, small gaps can matter. A missed dose here, a double dose there, a bottle left behind in another state. Let's talk about what can actually work. And I want to be very clear about my role here. I'm a health advocate for your loved one. I am not your treating physician. It is never my job to tell you what someone should or shouldn't be taking. That belongs to their doctors and their pharmacists. My job here, however, is to help you build a structure around the medication management. As an independent health advocate, I can help you create a system where we perform an audit of all the medications your loved one is on from various sources, including specialists and supplements, and ensure that there are no interactions amongst those medications. And if there are any interactions, flag those so that they can be discussed at the next appointment with the care provider. Most importantly, ensure that there are no duplicate medications. And finally, create a master list of everything your loved one is on. And once this list is created, you can share it with your loved one's specialists, their primary care provider at every visit so that it gets updated. Now that you have that master list, here are some other things I suggest that help work over and over again, especially during the summer months. First, set one daily alarm for medication times that does not change no matter where you are. Anchor it on the clock instead of the routine. That's what protects it when the routine disappears. Second, name one backup person who can step in on the days you can't be there and write down what they need to know so that stepping in doesn't mean that they're starting from zero. And finally, bring that master list to every appointment and every pharmacy visit. When one doctor doesn't know what another prescribed, you become that bridge. A written list is what makes that bridge solid. Notice that not one of these requires a medical degree. They do require organization and the willingness to treat this work as a real responsibility that it is. Now, I want to say something directly to you because I don't think anyone says it enough. Managing another person's medications is a form of love that almost nobody sees. So many professional women I meet are focused on juggling so many things on their plates at any given time. So much so that they've completely stopped tending to their own needs. They skip their medical appointments. They let their own refills lapse. They pour every drop of attention outward and quietly run themselves dry. If that's you, please hear me on this. You cannot be the safety net for someone else if no one is holding the net for you. Taking care of your own health isn't stealing time from the people you love. It's what makes you able to keep showing up for them. You can't control everything about summer or about caregiving, but you can protect the few things that matter most, and you can do it with a system instead of sheer willpower. If you've ever stood at a counter surrounded by pill bottles, wondering how all of this landed on your shoulders, you are not alone. This is hard work, and doing it with love makes it harder, not easier. If this information was useful, please share it with a woman who's carrying a loved one's care right now. She may just need to hear that what she's doing is seen. And please subscribe to my channel for more updates. And if you'd like a thinking partner to help you build a care strategy that actually holds, I offer a free discovery call where we can see if we can work together and I can help you ease the burden of caregiving. No obligation, just a conversation to see if we're fit to work together. Take good care of them, your loved ones, and take good care of you. I'll see you soon.